All right, so someone said this is just like Ouya. This is nothing like Ouya. I would even Ouya's not even in the same like star system as this thing here. Okay, let's just get that out the way here. That gets a little megaloff for me for comparing to Ouya. Now, real quick here, the down here, this is a timer going until I have 10 minutes left until the PlayStation Direct conference. So don't worry, we're not late. We're not late at all. Allow me to make a couple of points here though. I saw y'all in chat blowing yourselves up. Let me come in here and talk a little bit about it and give you guys a couple things here, right? Okay, so first thing first, the net positive about I almost said Ouya. There's no positive about Ouya. Ouya's trash. The positive about Stadia is that, hear me out, right? Because of the impulsive nature of being able to play the game without requiring drivers, a competent GPU, a gaming desktop, a dedicated gaming console, or any of that shit, when all the barriers to entry are nothing, you can then do some pretty radical monetization options for gaming. You could charge per hour for digital rentals, and make that impulsive. That could lead to purchasing the game at full, at which point you can get a kickback from all the money you spent so far renting the game. You could do that. You know, if you're skeptical about Anthem being a $60 game, you could fucking rent it for $3 an hour and play it, hate it, then not play it, or play it, beat it in beat it in 8 hours and say you're good right there. You know, I feel like the idea that you would now I'm giving you an example here. Could be $5 an hour, it could be $3 an hour, it could be X amount per day to rent it. I don't know, but either way, I believe right now we don't have a digital game, a rental digital game space online, and Stadia could definitely innovate and bring that model to the forefront. Could, not saying will, could, and if it did, it would innovate the distribution model of games, and which would give ultimately consumers more options, which is definitely a good thing. So that is a good thing if it does happen, but I'm not saying that it necessarily will happen. I would hope that Google was smart; they would do that though. Next thing here is target consumer. I see all of you. I get it. Does it lag? The latency? Do we have the modern internet infrastructure to do this? No, no, and no. Or yes, it lags, probably. No, we don't have the structure for it. And is it too soon? Probably. That doesn't matter, though. Eventually, the structure will be there. And when it is, Stadia already have the early bird special on.
Why will Stadia survive when on live failed?
Because it has Google backing it this time. It's different. This is another one of those, like, if anyone other than Apple did, like, a dedicated proprietary credit card, would they work with it? Probably not. But because Apple is Apple, it won't fail. Period. On live, different time, didn't have Google's capacity backing it here. A little bit different. Yeah, the target consumer here, though, okay, just to give you an idea of the landscape here, you gotta think here, right? As of right now, 50% of all YouTube traffic is done on tablet or tablet or some kind of handheld device, not a set-top PC. I see this number only going up higher as you're seeing more and more of Generation Z, them goddamn Zoomers. They're using tablets and smart devices. They're not using laptops and set desktops for their consumption stuff. So they're tethered further and further through app reinforced usage and consumption of the internet and our digital media. So what I'm getting at here is, I definitely think, if you're under 10 years old, you very likely have a tablet more so than you have a gaming console. I think it's a pretty fair assessment to take. And that gets further reinforced by the fact that whenever those 10-year-olds are now 18-year-olds with income, they're very likely to be more inclined to play the new Call of Duty or Assassin's Creed if there was like a $3 rental service per hour through Stadia, or an impulsive try now with zero waiting service via YouTube watching a walkthrough of GTA 6. I think these are both things that are going to be more appealing to them than a set-top console with like all the hardware physically there in their realm to play the game that they would own personally. You got to think here. You got to think long-term here about this whole thing here. This is like a very much. Is it probably a way better thing 15 years out? Probably, yeah. But this is like how you got to get it started now rather than later to get a one-up on the competition. So yeah, when you think about, you think about not us. You're not the hardcore gamer is not the automatic targeted Sorry, where am I here? Yeah, the hardcore gamer is not the target demographic, silly. It's not all about you guys, okay? Like, I get it. You don't care about it. You think you have your skepticism. You think it's going to be laggy. You want to own your games. You agree that DRM has not come far enough to be a pro-consumer practice to actually participate in the digital games practice. I understand all of that. But we are not the target demographic. We're not even the biggest demographic for gaming right now. It's mobile gaming. That's where all the fucking money is at this point. You want to make a fuck ton of money? Fucking do mobile shit in China. Why the fuck are you worried about USA for? If you want me to be totally honest here. So yeah, it's not about you. Realize that. So Stadia's success is a long-term plan because honestly, consoles are dying. Consoles are just set-top archaic lunchboxes strapped and duct taped, covered in fucking DRM for no fucking reason. They seem archaic by comparison. So that you understand that it's not all about you, and that it's not about you, the jaded 28-year-old person or whatever, however old you are. It's about your more attractive brother who actually got laid and had a son, and his son is 10 years old now. It's about him because he, when he's 18, is going to have a tablet or a phone that can play Stadia shit. Very unlikely to have probably a console set-top box, and his son's going to fucking want to play Stadia bullshit. That's the target demographic right there. And when that happens, it's going to be through the roof here. So you have to understand that. So yeah. He got a kid at 18 years old, moron. Oh my god, dude. Well, because I have to give you guys an example. I don't know how else to make it stick without hitting it personally.